as well as making sure that any events that you're doing, the money that you collect goes straight to your account, but giving you other options like credit cards for both collecting money for membership as well as the special events or even fundraising. So let's get into it and see what happens. As before, I'm assuming that you're the administrator, so log in, and as before, scoot down to the control panel, which will be at the bottom of the column on the left. And what we're going to do is focus today in the control panel on your money. So you go to that tab. Now, if you're the administrator, you should be able to get to it. If you're a coordinator, which means that you have limited access to certain aspects of the website, you may or may not be available, may be possible to get to that. Let's scroll down to setup, and what we're going to do is systematically go through these options. The first thing is to make sure that your bank account is set up. In our account, we have two of them. I want to emphasize that you may have 2, 3, or 4 accounts. Different checking numbers, for example. One checking account may be for donations, another may be for public events or fundraisers, and then a third may just be for membership. It's not unusual for a club to have 2 or 3 bank accounts like you see here. Let me show you how quickly to set it up. Click on Add the Bank Account, and a window will appear. Now this window, all you do is describe, like you see here, your bank account. So what you do is say this is the membership account. And then from there you would add the things that are important. The name on the account, bank name, and routing number and account number. Now these things are something that you're going to find that your treasurer should have, and may either have provided it to you or may be providing it or may make it available through other means. Click on what kind it is. Most likely it'll be a checking, and it's most likely it'll be a business account. When it says primary, that means it'll be the first one. That's usually the account that you use for membership, like we have here, and then the other accounts for donations and special events will be secondary accounts. You hit save, I'll hit cancel, and this is what will appear. To give you an idea of what this looks like, this is how you should have them listed. Then what we'll do is go back to where we were before on the control panel. And we'll go down, and we're going to go next to the financial accounts. Now the financial accounts are what we were talking about if you want to set up those special ones. So if you wanted to add an account that, let's say you're having the golf outing and you have a name for it, you do that, you put the account number and the account type. Well, it would be a golf outing, might be under event registrations, and then the account type would be listed here. So you may have Fifth Third as your primary bank or Harris. The account number is the checking account that would be handling and just set up for this express purpose of doing the golf outing or the special event, and then it would appear here. Those are two very important things that need to be done at the beginning. Now, as we move through this, you'll go down to additional charges. Now, what we'll be able to do is through this program, I'm sorry, let me go back before we get to the additional charges. Let me show you how that would be set up. Additional charges would be something like this, where let's hit the add charge and the page will appear, and what it is you give the type of thing that this is for your charges. Now what that's going to look like is that this is the rate, for example, or the thing for your membership. and who it is available to. So this could be if you had a charge for your membership for quarterly or for semi-annual, this is where that would go. You'd want to make it active, and it's most likely a fixed price. Then it's going to apply to both, and it may be a reoccurring charge. Quantity would be adjustable, and then financial account, which one does it go to? So consider that as you play with it, and you'll see what's important. Most clubs don't have but 2 or 3 charges. You'll also reinforce this when you set up your membership module, which is another program. Now, I mentioned that you can have credit cards and other items. So let me show you what this looks like. This is the Club Express rates, and most of these are paid for when you pay to the district and the arrangement we have with the Club Express. So what you'll see here is this is not applicable to you on the first part under monthly fees, but what is applicable is credit card processing fees. What you have here is the charges for the different credit cards. You do not have to use all 4. You can use just Visa, MasterCard, and American Express and add that if you wish, but this will tell you that the percentage we're going to charge you is anywhere between 2.39 and 3.3, which is American Express. Now I want to bring this up because this is the only fee, these transaction fee and percentage fee, that you'll be charged. There is no markup. This is straight through. Secondly, there is no initial setup fee, and I need to make sure that you understand that there is also no monthly fees. So if you don't use this but 2 or 3 times a year, that'll be fine. If you use it every month, that'll be fine. Most folks are using it for their public events, second for their donations, and third for their membership, and that can be set up. Now if there's some problems, there of course will be a $15 fee, and there'll be other fees depending on what you're doing, but in general, and they're ones that you would normally expect. If you have any other questions though about it, give us a call on that at the district. The other thing I want to look at is your money options, and this is where you make your choices as to what you want everyone to see. For example, when is your fiscal year? Most clubs are July, so set that in play. It offers all of them, so you got to go here to do that. Like I said, you can take your pick of credit cards, and I would suggest that if you have a non-member credit card fee, you all could pick it up and just build it into the program. So that's how that would work, or fill whatever you're charging. For example, if you have members and you have an attendance fee for an event, and the fee is $10, and then if they pay at the door, which we can do here, then it's $15, and then that would cover these fees. Checks, mail them to the club would be the best answer. Don't have them mail to Club Express, not a good answer. Handling credits, credits are used only by the number or the member who earned them, and you've got to keep that separate. Some people have fallen into this trap where it just goes into a big bucket and then they send it back. Don't do that. Finally, if you decide to work with QuickBooks, there is a bridge. There is also a fee, watch what will appear, of $100 if you decide to set that up. It will work well, but there seems to me no reason to use QuickBooks unless you're just really committed to it, because this would work just as well, because this will handle your membership. You'll have your members database, and you'll be able to do quarterly, monthly, or semi-annual billing. So that'll give you an idea of what you can do with the money aspect of this. If there are any questions as to how to set this up, If you remember earlier when we were doing if you saw the earlier presentation, or you can go to that tape on setting up events and how to set up the collection of money. Any questions? Go back to your control panel and go over to support. If you scroll down, you will find there's the money section, and they have many different types of tapes, videos to show you how to use the different areas. We went through the event orientation and calendar use earlier, and you may want to go back and review that, or you have it here. Take a look at it. I hope this has been helpful. If you need any other items that you want to do in relation to money and finance, please give us a call at the district. That number's on the front page of the website. Look forward to hearing from you, and I'm glad you've made a commitment to improving your website.